World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. United States Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has expressed concern about reports of Israeli strikes targeting the Lebanese armed forces. According to the Pentagon, Austin relayed the said concern in a phone call with his Israeli counterpart Yoav Gallant. During the call, Austin also emphasized the importance of taking all necessary measures to ensure the safety and security of the Lebanese army, as well as the United Nations Interim Forces in Lebanon or UNIFIL. On Sunday, at least 3 Lebanese troops died after an Israeli strike misidentified their truck as belonging to the Hezbollah militants. The New York Times, citing the Israeli military, reported that the strike happened after an Israeli missile struck a Hezbollah truck in the combat zone in southern Lebanon. The Lebanese armed forces on Monday condemned the attack, and the Israeli military acknowledged their shortcoming and apologized for what they called unwanted circumstances. Sunday's incident involving the Lebanese armed forces was the 3rd time this month, and a separate incident on the reported Israeli attack against UNIFIL position. The Lebanese army and the UNIFIL are not parties in the ongoing clashes between the Israeli military and the Iran-backed Hezbollah militants in southern Lebanon. In our news, Turkey's military says it conducted fresh strikes against Kurdistan Workers' Party targets in northern Iraq and Syria following a deadly attack on an aviation site in the Turkish capital Ankara on Wednesday. According to the Turkish Defense Ministry, the Turkish Air Forces bombarded sites belonging to the militant group in northern Iraq and Syria, destroying at least 32 targets and killing many of the PKK members. The ministry did not mention if the strikes were retaliation to the terrorist attack at the Turkish Aerospace Industries or TAI headquarters in Ankara. Turkish authorities said 2 gunmen attacked the TAI facility on Wednesday, killing at least 5 people and wounding 22 others. The attackers were later neutralized by the Turkish authorities. Turkish Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya said the violence was highly likely perpetrated by the PKK militants, citing the style of their attack. A state-run Anadolu agency said the country's prosecutors have launched a probe on the incident. Ankara has been conducting cross-border military operations inside the Iraqi and Syrian territories for years, targeting the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party militants operating on the 2 countries' border with Turkey. Locally known as PKK, the group has been waging an insurgency against Ankara for decades, prompting Turkey to designate them as a terrorist organization. And for Philippine Embassy and Consular news, in pursuit of opportunities for collaboration with Jordan in the sector of renewable energy, the Philippine Embassy, through its political and economic section, attended the conference on the role of micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, in fostering inclusive and equitable economic growth in the context of the renewable energy transition in Jordan on October 19. The conference aims to enhance understanding of the role of MSMEs in the energy transition across 6 countries, which are Jordan, Egypt, Tunisia, Lebanon, Morocco, and Sudan. The event focused on dialogues on how new and concrete legislation and policies could substantially improve the economy, mitigate climate change through sustainable practices and green technologies, and contribute to job creation for the people. The embassy hopes to tap into this renewable energy sector through collaborations with Jordan through transfer of knowledge knowledge and infrastructure on renewable energy security in coordination with the appropriate Philippine government agencies on renewable energy. The conference was launched by the Economic Research Forum or ERF, funded by the International Development Research Center or IDRC in collaboration with the Middle East Institute and the Lebanese Center for Policy Studies or LCPS. The ERF is a regional network dedicated to promoting high-quality economic research to contribute to sustainable development in Arab countries. The IDRC is a Canadian government agency that funds research and innovation within developing regions to drive global change. And that's for today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this is Peñano. Good day.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.